Yoshi, so when you think of an immortal creature, what comes to your mind?
Mermaids, I think.
Mermaids.
Yeah.
I would say Kibutsuji-Muzan.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. He's a creature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is a creature.
So we're gonna talk about immortality today.
Digging Japanese pop. I'm Cody, and here with me is...
Yoshi here. Hello, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in. And we'd like to talk about immortality and
Okay,
eternal youth.
All right.
time.
That's a broad theme, I guess.
I know, but immortality appears in stories from all around the world, right? But after reading a lot of like Japanese mangas, I kind of started to feel like there is some sort of like characteristics in Japanese manga
True.
for
True.
immortality, how it's portrayed. So today we'd like to talk about immortality in Japan and dig a little deeper into that.
Especially in pop culture or like a fictional story sense.
Yeah.
I guess. I mentioned mermaids.
Yep.
Because there's a really famous and popular manga series called a Mermaid series, Ningyo series.
Yeah.
And,
I believe that's by Rumiko Takahashi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. And that's my friend's best, most favorite manga series of all time. So I've heard a lot about that story, and also I have played the video game called Paranormal Sight. The Mermaid's Curse. It's actually the second installment of the series, but it featured mermaids and also, well, as title suggests, Mermaid's Curse, which is immortality. So that's why Mermaid comes to mind right away.
I mean, mermaids in Japan, like, they are actually kind of tied to immortality a lot.
Yeah.
I believe it's not really the case in the Western culture. I believe they're more like siren kind of thing. There's like more like a kind of scary, beautiful creature that would drown people. You know?
By singing
Yeah.
or something.
Right.
Maybe it's probably different from a siren and mermaids, but because I've watched
Oh yeah,
Little Mermaid.
maybe they're different. But I feel like mermaids in Japan, that they're actually seen as, like kind of like very, very old folktale that
Yeah.
there is a saying that if you eat the flesh of mermaid,
Yeah.
you get immortality. And I think that specific concept is actually written, like portrayed in a lot of Japanese like pop culture, like a manga and like all these kind of movies and stuff like that. And the one that you mentioned, Mermaid series, is also about that, right?
Yeah.
People are trying to get the flesh of mermaid to have immortality. And I remember like the people, sometimes they have to adopt kind of by eating it. Otherwise, if they can adopt their flesh or something, and then they'll just die instantly.
Yeah, I don't believe that was it was the case in Mermaid series. Sorry, I haven't read the whole series, but that's sometimes the case. I mean, it's like a blood type. If it matches with the mermaid's flesh meat, you can get immortality. But if you don't, you just
kind of suffer
right away.
and die or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And even if you get to have immortality, it's not a happy ending. It doesn't usually have a happy ending.
Yeah, that's very
guess.
true, because usually you'll be left alone after so many years because you don't get to die. And also it's kind of like a curse rather than some sort of blessing, So a lot of people like forget the immortality on those like fiction manga, and then they'll try to like their goal kind of changes, and then they want to die instead at the end. So I guess that's kind of the curse of immortality in a way. But And also, like, and like the very famous one is the Phoenix by Tezuka Osamu.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's a huge one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the Phoenix that appears in the series portrayed as a transcendent life form whose blood can be grant eternal life to anyone who drinks it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
powerful people want it.
Yeah, so all the characters
Powerful
in
people
each
want it,
story
yeah.
kind of desperately seek its blood and kind of leads into this really violent and bloody conflict, right? Yeah. So there is so many ways to portray immortality in Japanese mangas, but I feel like there's always like bloody conflicts, like fights over it. But once they get it, they usually like, they suffer because of the curse.
In Paranormal Site, it happened. I mean, this, all those kind of conspiracy thing, or like powerful people want to figure out why they're immortal, so they get the hang of the system, or like how they can be immortal. So they have power forever, kind of stuff. So it happens, and usually in those fictional stories, immortal beings get captured
Yeah.
by bad guys. I think I've read it in. Do you know the manga called Mugen no Junin, the Blade of Immortal?
No.
Kimura Takuya was, acted as the protagonist in the live action movie.
Okay, now I remember.
So it's about the samurai, immortal samurai, try to protect the young girl, kind of stuff. And in manga, he gets captured by bad guys, and he basically get tortured. So bad guys try to figure out how to recreate him.
Ah, I see. So he's like being experimented by pharmaceutical companies or something like that. Okay.
I mean, it was I think it's during Edo era, or it's around Edo. I think it's the end of Edo era or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not a pharmaceutical or like it's not even surgery. It's just pure
Just
torture.
torture. Oh my god.
And it was just like
That's brutal.
I've read that series, so I don't want to be immortal.
Yeah, I mean, that's also one of the things, right? It's like being immortal, I guess, because a character cannot die. They get killed over and over again or forced to endure endless pain, like torture. And I think that also comes up a lot in Japanese manga. Yep. And, like one of those very famous one is also To Your Eternity as well.
Oh, okay.
不滅のあなたへ. Yep. Undead Unluck. There's so many like immortal themed like mangas in Japan.
I mean, Undead Unluck, that's kind of a bright side of being immortal, I guess.
Yeah,
It has a like happy feeling to it, but I think in the story it showed the struggle of being immortal. I think, the difference between normal people. So you get to know people and you get to love people, but they usually die.
Yeah.
Before the immortal being. So that's a struggle that they have to face.
Yeah, that's the loneliness of being the only person left behind, huh? Yeah.
I mean, even in Tank Chair, one of my favorite manga, it's like a manga about John Wick on wheelchair.
Yeah.
Kind of manga.
We talked about that one, yeah.
Yeah, I love that series, and it actually has a immortal being in the series. Not the protagonist, but there is an immortal being, and there is an arc explaining how he gets to be immortal and how he lived throughout his life.
Yep.
So in the beginning, he's kind of have a happy feeling, sort of, but he gets numb by the time goes on because he lost so many loved ones. so many friends, so many lovers, and
It's too much
just
to endure.
yeah. So he kind of gets numb emotionally. So that's the struggle. And in the story, he kind of finds a new, chapter, or he finds a new meaning in his life. But still, he has to struggle with those things alone, especially.
Yeah, I mean, like, although immortality, it's somehow usually some sort of like a prize kind of thing that a lot of, you know, like, a lot of heroes or seekers try to get.
True.
But after getting immortal, usually those people who get immortal in those fictions, they suffer, right? Because of the
Usually,
loneliness, or they get captured and experimented, or they have to go through, because they cannot really die. They get like killed over and over again, and then they still feel the pain usually. And somehow they want to die, kind of reverse the goal and then try to die instead of like being immortal. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, yeah.
It's kind of interesting that the theme of being immortal, the portrayal of immortality is not often positive universally. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
How it's universal it is. Because in old, folklore about the mermaid thing in Japan, some people get to be immortal, but they kind of they get numb emotionally by the time goes, and some people, some immortal lady become nun or something like that. So they're called Yaobikuni.
Okay.
The immortal nun is what they are.
Immortal nun. Okay.
Well, like 800 years old nun.
Yeah,
is
okay.
what actually says. But yeah, or Yaobikuni, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
that's also one of the very famous Japanese legends, right? I mean, the of immortality, the Yaobikuni. Yeah, I know that one. Because she didn't want to be immortal. She's just like, by mistake or something happened and then she became immortal.
Yeah.
She did not try to be, but because she could not die, she became a nun. That's a very famous tale. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like, when you actually think of immortal, I mean, I wouldn't want to live longer, but I wouldn't want to live forever and see the world's ends. Maybe I don't want to do that.
I mean, we want to live
longer.
in
That's why
or
people
healthy.
seek for immortality, right? But it's not like we want to not die at all, I guess. But I don't know, because some people might not want to die at all, and they might want to live forever and ever. But who knows, right? After actually becoming immortal, then you might suffer. Because there's so many stories written all around it. Yeah.
I mean, the Japanese folklore is probably 1,000 years old, but still it sees how cruel of being immortal, and that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
That kind of portrayal hasn't changed over time.
I wonder if that happens based on someone's experience, or I don't know. Who knows? Because I don't know anyone. And then if there were anyone who were immortal, like really immortal, then we would see that person, right? That person must exist even now when we're talking for this podcast. But we haven't really seen anyone like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's based on someone who lived a lot longer than other people.
Yeah, maybe.
But apparently, from all the stories that we have, it's not really a good thing. Although a lot of people seek for it. Yeah, but anyway, so it's often portrayed in like a fairly dark way, because it has all this like loneliness, and then like you don't get to die even though you want to. So I like to actually I'd like to introduce a series that takes this immortality in a slightly different approach, which is Millennium Family. 오도루 셋넷 가족구.
Yeah, that's a happy feeling.
Yep. So
A manga. Yeah.
I mean, the English title doesn't have the odoru part, which is like meaning dancing.
Dancing millennial
Family.
Millennium family, not
Millennium.
millennial.
Millennium. Sorry.
Millennium.
Millennium family. Sorry. Millennium family. But this one is very, very different from all these like very, very dark way of portrayal. It's more.
Yeah.
It's actually a comedy.
Yeah, it's more like a slice of life type of feeling.
Yeah.
Atmosphere, I guess.
So you read the series, right?
Only the first 3 volumes.
Yeah, so I did read most of the stuff that's already out. So basically the brief storyline is that this family everyone in this family is immortal. And then the main character, Theo, is originally, I believe he was from Scotland, like somewhere in Europe.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Right.
Something like that.
But he somehow ended up like working part-time at a convenience store in Japan.
That's a lot.
I know, that's really
long
random.
journey.
I know.
That's a long journey.
But he's immortal, so he has all the time,
True.
right, in the world to travel. So
I mean, it takes skill to being,
part-time in
let's just go-
convenience store.
part-time job. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It's very, very hard because I have to know all the stuff. Not the cashier only. You have to know
Yeah.
how to ship the box, and then like you have to deal with taxes and all the stuff.
Yeah, they have to remember all the brand name of the cigarette.
Yep, I believe so. So it's a pretty tough job, I believe.
Yeah, it's a tough
Yeah,
job.
but anyways, this main character Theo, he works at the a convenience store in Japan, but he's also one of the 7 siblings, and all these 7 are immortal. Yeah. So throughout the history, the family has been kind of treated as heretics because they cannot die, right? They have been captured and killed countless times, and then they always come back to life again and again. And because of that, they kind of decided to spread around the world, not to be found. And he didn't really want to. The main character Theo, he didn't really want to get involved with any of his siblings for a very, very long time. But after a series of events, all of the siblings somehow ended up moving into a tiny 2-room apartment where Theo lives and started to have this chaotic life together. So that's pretty much a brief storyline, But although immortality is many times portrayed in a very, very dark way, and this series is very, very different.
Yeah, I mean, they get tortured as every other story does.
Yep.
But somehow in a casual way.
Yep. I don't know why though, but when you actually think of getting killed so many times, over and over again, or getting tortured or something like that, you would think of something maybe very grotesque, very splatter kind of thing. But this series, this manga, actually somehow makes it into a comedy.
Yeah.
It's very easy to read. And also, of course, this immortality is, kind of has this the curse kind of idea in this story as well, because, all these characters, 7 siblings, they have a history of being killed so many times, and they still feel pain, every time they die or they get injured. But because the series turns a concept into a frantic kind of comedy action through this exaggerated casual violence.
Yeah. I love the scene in the beginning where Theo and his brother fight against the horde of enemies.
Yep.
With swords or something.
Yep.
And it takes they take time to beat down everyone, and so Theo's sister showed up, and with the machine gun or gatling, she slaughtered everyone, including Theo and his brother. And she was like, "What are you guys taking so long?" And they were like, "Oh, okay, we're immortal, but don't shoot us
because it
don't
hurts.
kill us." Yeah, that's really comedic. I feel like it's kind of similar to the Old God.
Oh
which is
yeah,
a
I get
Netflix original movie.
Yep.
I think they have 2 movies, but they had like a immortal humor into. They get immortal humor into action really well, and I love the first entrance of those brothers and sisters.
Yeah. I mean, this series also kind of, it just takes advantage of how little death really means to them. And then it's kind of like turns that into a comedy in the series. So this is kind of like a manga themed around immortality, but in a comedic way. And it's really fun to read. And I just feel like, the story also portrays the love of family and the siblings, as a way of confronting that loneliness. So it just kind of like, when I was reading it, I was just like, oh, this is a daily life of immortals.
Yeah. I love the atmosphere of they are being alone together.
Yep.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Because usually in those like say Mermaid series or Paranormal Side or the Blade of Immortal, they usually the main protagonist or the immortal being is being alone or only have one immortal partner.
Yeah, right. They don't have anyone else around them.
Yeah, so they're basically lonely, but in this series, they're lonely together with 7 immortal siblings. So they kind of have fun with being, they try to hide from the world, but still they want to enjoy their life.
Yeah, and then they also kind of fight against those bad guys together as well. Whenever one of the siblings gets kidnapped by very bad people, like pharmaceutical, trying to figure out how to make a immortal pill or something like that. So all the other siblings, get there to rescue that one person, and all together. And although, the main character, Theo, kind of didn't really want to get involved with his family anymore after so many years, because just being together means like higher possibility of death for them, and also higher possibility of more accidents or more conflicts, right?
That's like their thing, right? That being together means bad luck for them.
Yep.
Kind of.
So that's actually one of the curse, So they don't want to be together, but just being together kind of shows how much they love each other and how they try to live their lives, despite of being immortal. And I think that's the charm of this manga. I just love seeing that, and it's just a very casual manga to read about immortality, I believe.
Yeah, they don't have like at least within 3 volumes, they don't actually have a huge goal to achieve in the story, but they have like an individual like a story,
everyday life,
episodic stuff, and each family member gets the focus, get to be the center of the stage, and we get to know them. So it's a really great. It's weird to say, but it's a slice of life of immortal being. So it's really unique, and I love the series so far.
I love one of the siblings. She's so into a derivative work of anime series or manga, and then she wants to go to Comiket.
Right. The one was tortured.
Yeah. She was tortured, but then like all she could think of was like, would I make it to the Comiket on time?
Yes. She get tortured. She's so used to getting tortured. She just
she's like, I don't care. I just have to get to Comiket on time. I just have to be there on that day. That's it, kind of thing. Yeah, so it's very, very fun to read, although the theme sounds a little dark. And you get to see all the love of like siblings and family love and all the stuff. And it's a great manga to read. And also, if you're interested in immortality, this is probably one of those manga that shows that as well, portrays that as well, really well. Yeah.
I mean, if you're immortal and if you want to have a happier life, read it. Read this series.
Yep, love it. And if you guys want to be immortal or not, let us know in the comment as well. We might have asked this in the previous series, but we'd love to hear more thoughts on this as well. Yeah. And also, what would you think of when you think about immortal creature?
I'd like
to say like vampire as well, but if there are any other things, if there are any other creatures that are portrayed as immortal, let us know. Yeah, we'd love to know. I can think of only that.
We'd like to hear the local creatures.
Yeah, there may be local lore.
Yeah,
about those. And we'd love to see that. All right, so this program is with the support of Manga app and Maki, and you can read a wide variety of titles in the Maki. So be sure to check it out through the link in the description, and let us know in the comment what you think. Would you want to be immortal or not? Or do you have do you know any other creatures that are immortal? Let us know in the comments. And please remember to follow the show as well and then leave a like. And thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!